At the beginning of the story, we see a show that you can think of as the big boss of the English. This season was going very well. The players inside the house were living their daily lives. Meanwhile, in the studio, the entire crew was preparing for eviction night, when a player will be evicted from the show. They were all busy, so none of them paid attention to the news. There were intense riots in London at that time, in which many people were killed. The entire city was quarantined. No one could go in or out from there.
Two guests were arriving at the show in a taxi. They told producer Patrick that many roads are closed today. If possible, cancel it. But Patrick shouted to get here as soon as possible. A-say-fee-y-k-fee-y.
A girl named Kelly, who worked in the studio, was wandering around the set to learn more about the show's production. As she was passing behind a glass, her phone rang. The contestants inside the house heard this sound. Patrick shouted loudly, "Whose phone is ringing?" So Kelly immediately cut the call. But her phone kept ringing, so she went up to the roof to answer it. Her boyfriend Rick was on the phone. He said that he met a man on the road. I stopped the car to help him and he stole my car. Now I'm waiting to go home by train. To this, Kelly said, "Look, I want to talk, but I'm very busy right now. Can we talk later?" On this, Rick started arguing with her. They were in the middle of an argument when suddenly the call got disconnected. Suddenly, everyone's phone signal stopped and the train station board also went off. When Kelly went back inside, everyone else was also talking about how the phone signal suddenly disappeared. He went into an office and started looking for some papers. Danny came there and started flirting with him. Just then, it was shown on the news channel that there were fires all over the country. People are dying, but fans are still gathering outside the studio to watch the show. Presenter Davina, who also hosted the real show, informed the housemates about which member was evicted today. Suddenly, we see those two guests coming for the show. They were driving fast at the moment because someone had cut the driver, and they wanted to take him to the doctor. They didn't know the way to the hospital, so they decided to take him to the studio. There's a doctor there too. When they reached the studio, the driver had died, but after a while his eyes turned white and he became a zombie. Time. When the guard went to see why no one was coming out, he saw a scary face inside the car. Soon Danny arrived at the place and saw that the guest who had come, Ors, was wearing the guard's mask. Then he realized that zombies had reached their set. Inside, Divina was interviewing the guests who had been brought out, but then the production team noticed that the news channel signal suddenly went out. Outside, zombies attacked the fans. Everyone started running. They bit many people, who then turned into new zombies. Danny panicked and ran towards the control room, but a zombie caught him and killed him. The team members started running in all directions. Patrick went into the corridor. He left the worker outside to die at the hands of the zombies. Then he went to the bathroom and pushed a man in a wheelchair in front of a zombie to save himself. Davina heard screaming in her earpiece, which made her very upset. The players inside the house thought the fans outside were screaming in excitement, but in reality, the zombies were attacking them. Soon, ordinary people started entering the studio to escape from the zombies, and the zombies followed them. A zombie attacked Davina and killed her. One by one, the production team and former players all turned into zombies, but the contestants inside the house were still partying. They didn't know anything. In the back office, Kelly was arguing with a woman who was previously with Danny. Just then, Danny, who had become a zombie, came there and killed her. Then he attacked Kelly. Kelly ran and hid in another office and blocked the door with the cabinet. She tried the phone, but the line was dead. She turned on the TV, but only one channel was working, which was reporting about the attack. But soon, that also went off. Kaylee cried herself to sleep right there. The next morning, the contestants inside the house still didn't know what was happening in the rest of the world. Only a man named Space felt that something was wrong. The morning alarm didn't ring. No one scolded them to set up the mic. And moreover, the diary room wasn't opening. She saw that the cameras are fixed in one place. They are not following, meaning people are not operating them from behind. Over there, Patrick, hiding in the bathroom, saw that the zombie has now left. The man who was hunted by the zombie has now also also become a zombie and is not able to use the wheelchair. So Patrick took the opportunity and got out of there. A little later, he saw that Davina had also turned into a zombie and suddenly started chasing him. Patrick hid in a room where he found Pippa alive, who had been hiding and surviving until now. When Kelly woke up, she looked out the window and saw dead bodies everywhere.
The phone and TV are both off, so he had to go outside. He took scissors and opened the door. Outside, Danny was eating his eggs. As soon as he saw Kelly, he ran after her. Kelly tried to escape, but Danny knocked her down, after which Kelly stabbed him in the head with scissors to save herself, and only then did he die.
After that, Kelly ran downstairs. A zombie suddenly grabbed her leg, so she killed it with scissors. She took car keys from a dead body, but by then some more zombies came and started chasing her. Kelly jumped over a boundary and locked it. Then she went back inside the studio. This time she went through the corridors connected to the house. There she saw the players of the house sitting and arguing about what was happening outside. Near the edge, Kelly saw a zombie eating someone's dead body, and it immediately started chasing her. Kelly opened the first door and went inside. It was the diary room. After resting a bit, Kelly went inside the house. The people in the house were happy to see her. They thought a new contestant had arrived. Kelly told them everything, that zombies were roaming outside. Everyone is dying, but they didn't believe her. They thought Kelly had put makeup on her face. It's fake blood.
It's all drama.
Kelly angrily started yelling at them, but they were still taking her words as a joke. A player named Marky jokingly started touching the emergency exit. Kelly threatened him that if he opened the door, she would stab him. But Marky thought it was all part of the show, so he opened the door. As soon as the door opened, a zombie came in and attacked Marky. Half the group ran away and the rest tried to save him, but the zombie bit Angel's leg. Kelly picked up a fire extinguisher and kept hitting the zombie on the head until it died. Now everyone was convinced that Kelly was telling the truth. Everyone wanted to run, but Kelly said that there was more danger outside. She took everyone to the roof to show them the situation outside. There were fires, corpses, and zombies everywhere. At the train station, Rick got up and realized that the train wouldn't come now. As he was walking on the road, he saw a truck. Just then, he heard a sound. A zombie suddenly started chasing him from behind. Rick ran into the city and hid inside a store. He blocked the door with a fridge. Just then, Alex came from outside and shot the zombie in the head. She started shooting at Rick too, but Rick shouted that he was human, not to shoot him. Then Alex told him to bring supplies from the store and took him to her car.
But then the car broke down on the way. Rick started fixing the car while Alex was shooting at the zombies. Before they knew it, night had fallen, but the car was still not fixed. Suddenly, a group of zombies appeared.
Alex had run out of bullets, so they both started running. After a while, they found a house and jumped over the fence to get inside. Good. Outside the car, Alex slapped Rick and said, "Why haven't you fixed the car yet?" Then she said, "Now I don't even have any bullets left." They both went inside the house and breathed a sigh of relief because the house was empty. In the office, Patrick and Pippa are arguing about everything. Patrick ate, had a little drink, and then deliberately started burping loudly to irritate Pippa. Then he peed in the dustbin a little later. Due to an upset stomach, he also did number 2 there. Inside the house, Kelly cleaned the zombie's body and tied it up everywhere. After a while, a contestant named Angel started going into shock. Kelly said we should kill her because she will also turn into a zombie, but everyone else refused. So Kelly said, "At least let's lock her in the greenhouse." When they were locking Angel, Greater said that I am a nurse, but I need some tools to save her. To this, Kelly told Space and Marky that there is a supermarket nearby. Some supplies can be found there. Going outside is definitely dangerous, but if we don't go, everyone will starve to death. Now they all went to the roof to make a plan. Space made a little noise so that the zombies would come towards him. Seeing this, they got an idea.
Joplin and Veronica were sent to the roof to shout and bang pots to draw the zombies' attention.
As soon as the zombies were distracted, Kelly, Space, and Marky went out the back door. Space and Kelly reached the car, but Marky was late in closing the gate and the zombies saw him. The players standing on the roof warned him, so Marky ran and got into the car. A piece of metal pierced his hand while running. After a while, they reached the supermarket. Space stayed in the car while Kelly and Marky quickly went inside. Kelly threw a can to check if there were any zombies inside.
When there was no sound, they started looking for supplies. Meanwhile, Rick saw on TV that the Big Boss telecast was still running and the cameras were showing only one angle. Outside the market, Space saw a police car passing by. He shouted so that the police would see him.
Two police officers got out, Bob and Dan. They immediately pointed a gun at Space, and when they realized he was a human and also a contestant on the show, they lowered the gun.
Inside, Kelly and Marky were gathering supplies when Marky dropped something and the noise attracted two zombies. Both ran out of the building. The police saw the zombies and started firing towards CP. One zombie fell, but the other bit Bob. Then Dan shot that zombie in the head and also killed Bob because he was bitten. He would have turned into a zombie too. Dan saw the wound on Marky's hand and realized that he was bitten too. He quickly picked up the gun to shoot Marky, but Kelly picked up Bob's gun to save him and shot Dan in the leg. Then a zombie came from behind and attacked Dan. The other three picked up Dan's gun and fled in the car. In the greenhouse, Angel started shaking badly, so Grayson mercifully untied her hands. Shortly after, she died. Grayson picked up scissors to stab her in the head and kill her. But then Angel got up again and now she had become a zombie. A few seconds later, Veronica saw Grayson coming out of the greenhouse with a bleeding neck. He wanted Abnauta to help, but then Angel, who had become a zombie, also came and attacked him. Joplin was watching all this from inside, so he closed the door. Grayson fought hard and managed to push Angel into the pool. Because she was a zombie, she couldn't swim and died in the pool. Joplin thought he was safe, so he went to Veronica. But after a while, Grayson also turned into a zombie, so both of them ran back inside the house and shut the door. Veronica said that they would have to kill the zombies, otherwise the others wouldn't be able to get inside. Joplin refused and said that he couldn't fight them. Then Joplin started banging on the glass loudly so that the zombies would focus on him. Veronica opened the door and called Grayson. As soon as he got inside, Joplin threw a blanket over him and Veronica repeatedly struck his head with a knife, killing him. In the parking lot, Kelly and her companion arrived with the car. Kelly immediately closed the gate to prevent the zombies from following them. There's already a zombie inside, so Space killed it with a car and Kelly got back into the car. When they went inside, they saw that Angel had fallen into the pool, so Kelly shot her in the head. Then their group passed through the living room and was caught on camera. Rick was very happy that Kelly is still alive. Alex checked the gate and saw that there is a huge horde of zombies in front of the gate. Rick said that he must go to Kelly no matter how dangerous it is. Looking at the backyard, Rick realized that there is a path from the house to the river and there is also a boat there. The river passes by the TV studio. Tariq thought he would go to Kelly by boat. At first, Alex stopped him, said that this is all madness. But later, she also went with him. As they were going by the river, the gate stopped him, so Alex got off the boat and started opening the gate. Just then, a zombie suddenly came from behind her. Alex fought with all her strength. She knocked it down and killed it with an axe. When Rick came looking for her, he saw that Alex had been beaten. Alex handed the axe to Rick and said goodbye, telling him that he must do it. He killed it and moved on alone. When the boat's petrol ran out, Rick started rowing. Meanwhile, Marky was on the roof shooting bullets. Any zombie that came near the house, he would kill it. Patrick got bored in the office, so he started looking for some weapons. He broke the metal pole of a lamp and told Pippa to open the door. As soon as the door opened, a zombie started to come in. So Pippa closed the door again and Patrick repeatedly hit it with the pole until she died. Then both of them left the office and, ignoring the zombies, reached the control room. There they saw some people having dinner. Patrick asked for help using the loudspeaker, but everyone refused. In anger, Patrick broke the control panel, after which sirens started blaring and the shutters came down. Reluctantly, the group decided to save them. Space and Kelly went to get them. A zombie came near them, so Marky fired a shot from the roof. Inside the studio, another zombie jumped on Space and Kelly shot it too. Then they met Patrick and Pippa and together they exited the building. When they reached the gate, they saw a group of zombies approaching them, but somehow they managed to get inside the house. Patrick started acting like the boss again and everyone got annoyed with him. He said that we should cut up the dead bodies of Angel and Grayson and throw them to the zombies so they stay busy and we can cross the gate. Aake pare ki na hawk nair. Everyone was very disgusted by this, but Patrick started cutting them alone. By then, Rick had also reached the edge. "जो आप पाती हैं, आपकी बीप परी की यानी पितामह." But as soon as he set foot on the ground, a zombie started chasing him. As soon as Rick ran into the forest, more zombies followed him. He quickly jumped over a fence while the zombies got stuck there. After walking for a while, Rick found a road leading to the studio. He quietly started to sneak in. Marky saw him from the roof and, mistaking him for a zombie, started shooting. Rick was shouting that he is human, but Marky didn't stop the bullets. Just then, Kelly saw him and said, "Stop!" Kelly quickly opened the back door and Rick came inside. As soon as they saw each other, they hugged. Kelly thought that Rick had come to save her, but Rick told her that zombies have taken over the whole world. There is nowhere to go. Just then, Patrick said in the house that he is taking the car. If anyone wants to come with him, they can, but no one went with him. Word hit that there was a big fight, and in the end, Patrick decided to go alone. Kelly fired a shot in the air to stop him, but Patrick didn't stop. Spice caught him and Rick knocked him unconscious with an axe. They tied Patrick in the bathroom. Everyone sat down to think about what to do. Veronica said that he must be killed, otherwise he will become a threat to everyone. Joplin went to the bathroom and felt sorry for Patrick. He uncovered Patrick's mouth. Patrick said that everyone is going to kill you. You will be the next victim. They all make fun of you in the diary room. Joplin didn't believe it at first, but when he heard that Veronica was also making fun of him, he went back to the bathroom. Everyone decided that instead of killing Patrick, they would just injure him. But then Joplin and Patrick stole the gun. Patrick took Kelly hostage and Joplin took the sliced meat and the car keys. After that, both ran away and the rest chased after them. Just as Joplin was about to reach the car, he suddenly slipped and fell. Rick saw the opportunity and attacked Patrick, and Patrick suddenly fired a shot. Kelly tried to stop the bleeding by putting her hand on his wound, but Rick was killed. Joplin got into the car and started driving towards the gate. Patrick also ran after him with the meat. In anger, Kelly picked up the gun and fired at Patrick but missed. Just then, Joplin opened the gate and all the zombies came in like, "Putya, Arishaidari, son." They killed Joplin and everyone else ran inside the house, but they left Patrick outside. Patrick threw meat at the zombies, saying, "Eat this, leave me alone." But they pounced on him and killed him too. Now all the zombies were pushing against the door. Space saw that Peepa was missing. He went to find her and reached the control room. He spoke to everyone through the microphone. Kelly said to lower the shutter. He pressed the button and the door became safe. But now the zombies had also found the studio corridor and they were now near the windows. Space warned everyone. Kelly said to open the diary room door. Space tried, but by then the zombies had reached him. He pushed some, closed the door, but zombies came in from the other side and both Marky and Veronica were killed. Kelly somehow saved herself with an axe. Space realized he had also been beaten, so he went back to the control room and opened the diary room door. Kelly went inside. Space saw that he was surrounded from all sides and Peepa had also become a zombie. Kelly said that everyone else is dead, so you are the winner of Big Boss. She said, "Open the door. I need to get out of here." Space refused, but Kelly said, "I can't stay here much longer." Space opened the door and Kelly screamed and ran out. By the next morning, everyone had turned into zombies, even Kelly. Her terrifying eyes were shown on the channel across the country. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.